Hello, Minh Trang.
Hello, teacher.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Part one. Here there are two pictures. The pictures are very similar, but there are a lot of things in the picture that are different. Right? This picture will be your picture. This picture will be mine. I'm going to say something about my picture. You need to tell me how your picture is different.
Yes.
Do you understand? Cool. In my picture, the clock on the wall is round.
But in my picture, the clock in the wall is circle.
So in my picture, it's round.
It's a square.
There we go. In my picture, the time on the clock is 5 o'clock.
But in my picture, the time of o'clock is half past 5.
Near to the clock, there is a woman in a blue shirt. In my picture, she is working on the computer.
But in my picture, the girls are sitting near the computer. She called her boss.
Sure. Across from that woman, there is a cameraman. In my picture, he's got brown hair.
But in my picture, the cameraman has a yellow blonde hair.
Okay. In front of the camera, there's a weatherman. In my picture, he's pointing to cloudy weather.
But in my picture, the men are pointing in the weather is sunny.
Sure. Next to the weatherman, in the doorway, there's a woman in an orange t-shirt. In my picture, she's holding a brush.
But in my picture, the girl next to the door wear a red t-shirt and she has a scissor.
Okay. On the sofa, there are two people talking. In my picture, the boy is taller than the girl.
But in my picture, the two people sit in the sofa. The boy is smaller than the girl.
Sure. In front of the two people, there is a coffee table. In my picture, there are some magazines on it.
But in my picture, it doesn't have a magazine. It has a case.
Sure. I'll do one more. Next to the coffee table, there's a man in a green jacket. In my picture, he's carrying some orange juice.
But in my picture, he carrying a plant of fruit.
Sure. Well, part two here is to ask and answer questions. Alright, this is Robert and this is Sarah, and the information about their favorite restaurants. In part one, you know the information about Robert's favorite restaurant, but I don't know. So I'm going to ask you the questions about it. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is the name of Robert's favorite restaurant?
It's the Black Cat.
And what does he like eating there?
It's like eating pasta.
Where is the Black Cat?
The Black Cat is in the North Street.
What time does it usually open?
It's usually open at 12 o'clock.
Is it cheap or expensive?
It's so expensive.
There we are. Same thing here. You don't know the information about Sarah's favorite restaurant, so you need to ask me. Alright? Let's go.
Where's the Sarah's favorite restaurant?
Where is it? It's on Hill Street.
What's the name of Sarah's favorite restaurant?
It's called Rainbows.
What time does the restaurant open?
It opens at about 12:30.
Is cheap or expensive?
It's cheap. There's one more question here.
What's Sarah's favorite food?
She likes eating pizza. There we are. There we go. This one is telling a story using pictures. There are 5 pictures here. I will begin telling the story in picture number 1. You then continue the story in pictures 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright? You can look at the pictures now for as long as you want to. When you're ready to start, just say, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready? Alright?
Yes.
The Brave Teacher. It's Monday morning. Nick and Anna are in their English class when they notice something happening outside the window. Over to you.
They look outside in the window and then they see a cat in the trees, on the trees. The teachers come out and have the cat and put the cat down. All the students are happy when she have the cat.
Sure, that's fine. Next part is just answering a few questions. Do you know any animal groups?
Bird group,
Yeah.
mammal group, amphibian group, and fish group.
Sure, let's stay with fish group. Can you tell me some things you know about fish group?
A goldfish,
So not different fish, although that is in the fish group. What do you know about the fish group? Like, what body parts do they have? How do they breathe? How do they move?
the fish in the fish group it has a gills. It's a gill skin, and they breathe in on the water.
And how do fish reproduce? Do they give birth to babies or do they lay eggs?
They lay
They
eggs.
lay eggs, sure. And the mammal group, can you tell me some things you know about mammals?
The mammal group is live in the Iceland.
They can live on islands, yeah.
It's give birth to reproduce.
And it gives birth to babies, and there's something very important that those babies need to drink. What do they drink?
They drink a milk
From their father?
from their mother.
Correct. And can you tell me one water mammal and one land mammal?
Water mammal like a dolphin, and Iceland mammal like elephant.
Sure, that works. The next one is to use past simple. Can you tell me 3 things that you did last Sunday?
I watched TV last Sunday. I went to the camp with my family, and I brushed teeth to go back.
That's fine. Next one is states of matter. Can you remember how many states of matter there are?
I think it's 3.
3. Do you remember the name of the 3 states of matter?
The gas,
Yeah.
solid,
Yeah.
and liquid.
Correct. Now can you tell me about something that can change states?
Liquid can change them solid.
Sure. So tell me a liquid that can change to a solid.
Liquid can change the solid when we put in we freeze them.
Freeze it, yeah, and it becomes a solid. What is the name for that solid?
Ice,
Correct. And how would you change water from a liquid to a gas?
water to liquid.
Liquid to gas. Yeah. Water liquid to gas. How do you change it?
We heat
You heat it, correct.
and it has a steam.
It becomes steam, correct. Last thing is different types of art. Do you know any different kinds of art?
Yes. It's origami, mosaic, drawing, painting, and painting.
Very nice. Which type of art can you make by using lots of small pieces of something?
It's mosaic.
It is mosaic. And can you tell me the tools you need to make an oil painting?
We need an oil brush and oil painting, and oil color
Oil paint is correct, yeah. And which type of art could you make with just a piece of paper?
I make mosaic with a small piece of.
So with this piece of paper, I have this paper and nothing else. What kind of art can I make?
A drawing.
But I need a pencil. What can I make with just paper? A folding paper.
Origami.
Very nice, we'll finish. Well done. Get your pencil.